Hey guys, welcome back to the Phantoms Fanatic YouTube channel. I'm here joined by,
Monkey Killer 399.
and I am here, again with the Meandering Conversations podcast, episode 2. I know I'm a bit late on this one, but, there has been some, personal, problems in my life that I don't want to talk about, so just know that it wasn't my choice not wanting to post.
Same with me. That's the reason I still don't post, is because shit goes on. I don't want to, and I don't feel like posting anything. So, kids, don't be an asshole. It makes people depressed and they don't want to do shit they love to do.
Anyways,
Advice.
we're here with the Meandering Conversations podcast. If you guys are watching this in the future, just know we live stream these, not really on a consistent date. Just watch out for them, I guess. And, do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start it off.
Go
Anyway,
ahead.
I wanted to start it off with a little, I guess this kind of hits at home for me personally, but people who hate to, like,
You're lagging for me, you gotta repeat.
like I yeah, I know it's you're lagging as well for me. I don't know if it's lagging on the stream or not. That's what I was about to check. But
Check. Yeah. Talk.
anyway, what was like this? People who like to
You're...
stupid. Am I lagging on the stream?
I don't... Most likely, if I can't hear you and I'm... Whatever, just
Hmm.
try.
Um, check.
Well, in other
Alright.
news, the reason why this might be lagging is because I am not at a place with great Wi-Fi while streaming this.
Alright. So yeah, what I wanted to talk about was liars who do shit that's absolutely like has no point.
So they just lie
And
just to be an
by the way,
asshole.
yeah, basically, or for some stupid ass reason, and I recently had to deal with this and everything. By the way, I just checked, and no, neither of us are lagging on stream. We're both perfect.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
I recently had to deal with this. An old friend who we kind of had a rough going and kind of departed. She was an asshole. Not gonna lie. I was quite a bit of an asshole as well. Not gonna lie. I am an asshole.
Isn't
I
everybody
will
an
admit that.
asshole?
I I like to say that everyone is an asshole, but it's how we perceive those assholes that make us friends.
Well, if people are being a dick to each other just for a joke, I don't think there's any problem with
Yeah.
that.
But no, I think we were both just being real, like real assholes to each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it kind of, roughly ended and everything. But anyways, she got in contact with my ex, which is kind of weird. And they both, so for like, it happened for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
My ex just texted me once and I immediately blocked her. So I don't want to talk to her. And she was asking me weird fucking questions and questions that are very personal. And I don't want to answer. Anyway, but this one person who said she was, oh, I'm your friend and everything, lied about relationships, lied about who she was into and everything, and lied about who and who wasn't her friends, and even like what happened. And
I could see how you could be pissed off about that.
and I was not as pissed off at that as I was to her reasoning to do it, to see if I was that desperate
Well, everybody's are
for a
assholes and
relationship. That
dickheads.
was her reasoning.
You know, you
Yeah,
just
but
come across those people in life that are just for no reason, they're assholes.
Yeah.
Like,
I
for like
honestly
no other
do.
reason, the only reason why they've been put on this earth is to just fuck with people.
Yeah.
And I don't know
I
if that's
honest
Satan or if that's God messing up. I don't know which one that is.
I you know, me being a religious person, I think lying is the devil. I got it's
I'm not religious at all.
like basically shoved down my throat and tattooed on my brain. That lying is the devil's talk. Is basically what got tattooed on my brain and everything.
I was
So I
gonna
like to
say,
think of it like
or
that.
it's just when God's drunk, he just messes up with somebody's personality.
He's
Just
like, let's fuck with this person.
I'm fuck it. Let's just make that person an asshole. Yeah,
Which
fuck it. Speaking
I feel
of,
like I don't like I don't I don't mind if you lie to me about something stupid. I will not mind it. Will not mind it at all. I won't trust you as much. But if you lie to me about the stupidest shit ever and for a fucking ridiculous reason,
you're just
I will
purposely being an
never
asshole.
I will never trust you again. Never, never in my
Just
life.
purposely being a dickhead and asshole. Let's move on from fucking life talk for the podcast. I know the point of this podcast is just to
What
have
do we want
like
to move on to?
pointless
A new game came out. I don't know.
Among Us. Talking about that,
Among Among Us is now popular, and
even though it was released in 2018, I really enjoy that game though.
it's I don't know. It's a fun game here and there. I wouldn't like back to back to back to back play it for hours, but it's a
Well, if
fun game
I
to
feel
play
like if
on.
you had 10 people, you would, because that,
Yeah, if you had a bunch of people, I would. But it's becoming
yeah,
more popular, and I've noticed that
man, it's fun. Like I get the
people start to
point.
record it more. And I like how I, I like how if like one animation or one famous person plays it, the game will blow up in popularity.
Yeah, fair, but like it's also just a good game in general.
Yeah,
Like
I mean it
I
was
feel
the
like
same with
if a game blows up, it's because it's good. Sure, people will get their attraction to it, but then they'll realize how good the game actually
yeah.
is.
It's the same with Fall Guys. Fall Guys got real popular real fast, and
Hey man, I like Fall Guys as well. I think that's a
now the
good
people
game.
who were just like streaming it and everything, yeah,
People
I
are
think it's a
still
fun
playing
game and
Fall
everything. But
Guys
the
though. I
people
feel like
who,
it's both Among Us
yeah,
and Fall Guys.
but the popular people who just streamed Fall Guys for just views and shit and
I
money
don't. I
have
play it
gone,
for fun. Like
yeah, have now gone away from Fall Guys, and all it's left with is the actual fans of Fall Guys, and which is what I kind of like about it. Like
and I
big
play I would stream Among Us just for
big
fun.
people who are just raking money and everything will come to this Fall Guy. Yeah, yeah, I would too. I would stream a lot of games just for fun.
See, with Among Us is the thing that I like about that game is it's all about your strategy. Like if you're the killer, you need to think of who to kill and who not to kill because
It's
it's all
always you
depending on
first.
the conversations. Because if somebody is blaming one person, you want to kill the person that was
Blame
blaming
like
that person, so then the person who was blamed looks
yeah.
suspicious.
If they're saying, "Oh, is this person?" Yeah,
Yeah.
my tactic is to just go for you first.
What's the point? I know
I'm not
nothing.
always I'm not always
Clearly.
successful, but you're a hell of a detective, and I know taking you out is a big fucking way.
Yeah, I like that game though, and how it like innovated on the murder mystery type games. I like it,
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
and it's a
It's
lot
a
better
fun
on
game.
PC than it is on mobile. Like that's why I bought it.
It is- Like I do really like though how like these popular people bring popularity to such a small game and everything,
Like kind of
and
what
then
happened with Fortnite, except what happened with Fortnite is that Epic Games like got a bunch of people to play it for sponsors, and then it drove attention to the game.
yeah,
To be
I
honest, in my
I'm not
opinion, Fortnite in its earlier seasons was good.
yes back
I feel
when
like
I didn't
the
have when 6-year-olds weren't better than you.
to be honest, I got pretty good at that game. Just the
I do too.
problem is, like, with building, I am a decent builder. Like, I'm pretty good at it. But the problem is, like, eventually I just get confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just get fucking confused and, like, I just fuck up.
I say when a game goes to where a 6-year-old than you at,
It's rated teen, so
it's time to leave
six-year-olds
that
shouldn't be
game.
able to play it.
Yeah, but they still do. You know they still do.
Yeah.
That's also why I'd say the esports shouldn't be considered a sport, because if it's a game that 80-year-olds and 6-year-olds can beat you out, no.
What the if it doesn't matter if it's skill, then I think that it's fine for 6-year-olds to play if it's all about skill.
Yeah, but I don't think it should be considered like an expert sport. Like, some people are just good at some games. Like,
But
I don't know, but
but
I
but
just
it's
have
the
a
same thing
Madden.
as normal sports. It's entertainment, and then the people who actually have practice and eventually got skills at the game win and then win prizes. I
I
don't
don't have
see what the problem is with that.
see. I, some people are just born like with this like special. I say a special gaming gene. But they're just
You cut
end up
out.
being good at one game and they don't need fucking practice. I mean, I cut out for you, not out for the stream.
Yeah.
And I say like it's just a sport has I say a sport has to fall under a line of certain things to be considered a physically active sport.
I have
I
different
could say
opinions on this. In my opinion, if it's an entertaining thing, I feel like esports is fine.
I
Like the
I could
Overwatch
say
League, I like that.
I could say it's an entertainment service, as like any television is or a movie is. That is an entertainment service.
But
But a
if you
sport, a
practice and
physically
eventually
active,
get good at the game, what is the difference?
if you practice and get good at acting, that's not a sport.
There's a
But
difference, though.
yeah,
It's a
but you're
competitive
not
play style.
you're not being physically active though. And there are plenty of
Okay,
like
I
game
feel
shows
like
that are
the
competitive.
definition for sport isn't physically activity. I feel like that is not an a
I mean, it kind of
fair.
is. You're supposed to be. Then tell me why Family Feud is not a sport. It's a fucking it, it
No, no,
you
that
know
is that's a
ranking.
trivia game. There's differences, Colin.
Tell me why that's not a sport. You can practice trivia all your life, go up to that with your family and
No,
everything,
there's
and
a
play how to
difference. There is a stark
competitive.
difference.
What's the difference? You could train all your life to
No, okay, no, there is a
be
fucking
competitive at
difference. It's
something that
because it's
has you just staying there.
because with the video game with esports and stuff, it's a competitive play style. People rank up in the leagues to get up to the final tournament, and then eventually everybody goes against it. Like everybody like gets drafted in a tournament and stuff like that, and whoever comes up on top wins.
I don't just see it as a sport. I see it as an entertainment service, but just not a physically active sport.
I
You
feel
have to
like it's technically a sport. I feel like the
you
definition of
have to be
sport.
physically active to play in a sport. And to be honest, like I play sports. I love sports, and I'm trying to get scholarships into going into like professional sports and everything. But
Fuck
hearing
that.
that hearing
Fuck
that E
that.
hearing that EA Sports is considered a sport is kind of demoralizing for everyone who actually works their ass off, hits the gym, and
How is it
is not.
demoralizing? It takes the
It's
same
kind.
amount of time. It just takes less physical activity.
No, it really does. If you can set exact, if I work my fucking hardest and I'm running like miles a day and working out like crazy, it kind of is demoralizing when some fat ass just sits
Um
on his ass and plays like an hour of video games
okay.
every day to get good at it.
Okay. By the way, somebody has commented. They asked, "Do you like the new 2K?"
NBA 2K?
Yeah, 2K20 I think is the newest one. I haven't played
Honestly,
it or
don't.
seen gameplay. I'm
Honestly,
not
just
big in those sports games. Colin, he's big into Madden and stuff, so he's the one to answer this question.
NBA 2K. To be honest, I don't really think so. I don't know. It's just so confusing to me.
It's the same concept as as Madden though. Like,
Uh, I'd say Madden just from its popularity and everything is just better. It's just all out. I say it's just better.
yet again, opinions are opinions though. So
It's like FIFA. It's like what FIFA? What is it now? FIFA 20.
2K20, yeah. NBA
Yeah.
2K20.
No, FIFA.
What's FIFA?
Foot soccer.
Oh, there's just all those EA Sports games, which,
I don't know why they call it FIFA.
I remember all those, like, EA Sports games, whenever you would, like, load them up on the GameCube or something, they would go, like, EA Sports to the game, you know what I'm talking about?
They still do. They still do that.
Yeah, EA Sports to the game. What do you
It's
think of the
EA
new,
Sports.
what's it called? The fist boxing game. I forgot what they're called.
The fist boxing.
Like, it's
I mean,
UFC. They released a new UFC
anal,
game.
anal fisting.
No.
I don't know. Oh, UFC.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
fist
recently
boxing.
released a new game. I think UFC 4. Yeah, UFC
Yes.
4 was
Yeah,
released.
I'm actually a very big fan of the UFC games and everything, so I'm thinking of getting it.
I don't know.
I will
Yeah,
say the
I would only
graphics
really
look
play
a
the
lot
career
better.
mode to me. The career mode looks interesting.
Wait, who the fuck is Ryan Priz?
I don't know who that is.
It's the guy who commented, Ryan Priz. I have no idea who that is either. So random person, you finally have someone random on here.
Yeah, that is totally somebody random. Anyways, what have you been thinking about the fact that they're like opening movie theaters again?
It's kind of stupid.
I don't know. I
Like,
miss going to the theater, so
I do see that, you know, you could miss it and everything, but
what I'm
it's
just
kind of
worried
stupid
about
that
is the fact that
like 100
the fact that
like at 100 cases they closed everything, shut everything down. It was like when Wisconsin got like one case, they shut everything down, and when Minnesota got 2, they shut everything down. When New York got 50, everything got shut down. When Oklahoma got
it
like
was just to
11.
stop the spread of the virus, though. It makes sense.
Yeah, but now there are more than ever.
I don't know.
I think Texas has over 6,000 cases.
But here's the thing. The thing that I am just worried about is because the thing that I am just worried about now because see Disney released their live action Mulan remake on Disney Plus, and I'm worried if that does successful that we're not going to get as much theater releases, and I'm worried about that. I like
Mulan.
going to the theater to see a movie.
I do think someday theaters are going to.
We've already had this conversation we've had this conversation in the last episode. Let's not have it again.
It's going to be a long time. But
we're not having this conversation again.
I'm just saying if Disney Plus does blow up and everyone starts going there for their movies.
Well, I haven't heard very good things on that Mulan remake, though.
I will say the movie industry will not. I don't think they will suffer from it.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
I think the movie theaters are going to be struck by that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not the film industry, but the movie theaters.
Yeah. I mean, Bill and Ted Face the Music came out.
It does feel like they're releasing less and less movies.
Well, the reason why is because they're holding off when COVID's done. They're not gonna fucking release movies and not make a profit. Think, dumbass.
I'm not saying because of COVID. It was even before COVID.
No,
I'm saying like
they were
I'm saying
releasing
like
they
pre-COVID.
were releasing films, dumbass.
They were releasing, but it just feels like less.
No, you you don't know how the fucking film industry works, you dumb shit.
Well, I feel like I personally like quantity over quality. To be
Why
honest,
would you want quantity over quality?
Bambi was a damn good movie,
Bambi?
and that was when Disney was pushing out movies like crazy. Yeah, Bambi was a fucking great movie. And that was
Bambi
when they
was
were
released
pushing
in
out
the
movies like
40s, and there was only like about 3 Disney movies before that.
yeah, and that was when Disney started pushing out films. And then
Quality is better over quantity. I don't want a
like
bunch of mediocre films. I want a small amount of good films that I enjoy watching.
yeah, but then you run out.
What do you mean you run out? They're constantly making films still,
Like then you have
Colin.
to go on for like well, they're constantly making them, but it takes a while to make them.
Okay, but you said that
And
there was less being released. That is not true. COVID just stopped the
yes,
releases of
but
films because
I'm saying
everybody's pushing their
pre-COVID.
films back. Reason why is because they want to make a profit for their film.
I'm saying pre-COVID.
There
It
was
just
films still being released.
there was yes, there was films still being released, but it felt like there was not as much as like last year and during when did COVID come out? Like not okay at the beginning of the year they were like releasing movies like crazy, and like you could go to the movie theater and there would be an all new movie there. Like it felt like every day you could go there and watch a new movie. And then pre-COVID, like a month before COVID, it was even a thing.
Well, because
There was only
you don't realize how movies work,
like three
Colin.
movies.
That you don't fucking
I
realize. No,
know how
shut up.
movies
You
work.
don't know how movies work. Okay, think. If if a studio releases a film that another studio is thinking to be that would probably be more popular, then they're going to push that movie back so they can make more money when it's not
Yes,
busy. Think.
but
Also, usually movies are released every Friday of a week. No, that's yeah, that's usually when movies are released, every Friday of a week.
do you feel like that's ever gonna go down though?
No, it just hasn't been changing recently because of COVID.
Well, yeah, I get that the COVID thing and everything, but do you ever feel like that will go down?
No, I don't think that it will ever go down.
I I disagree with you on that one.
Let's move on to something else.
Also, have you noticed movies are getting longer? Like movies back then used to only be an hour long, and that was
Yeah,
long.
because okay, Colin, it's because
Yeah, but like
you can't.
money wise, they could make more money if they just split it up. That's what Star Wars did.
Star
just
Wars, each of those films are over 2 hours long,
made a whole bunch of
dumbass.
episodes an hour long.
No,
Yeah, but they didn't make them 3 hours long and then say,
each
"Oh, now we have only
each
4 movies."
original Star Wars movie is over 2 hours long. Every Star Wars movie is over 2 hours long, Colin.
No, there's some. The oldest one was, I think, only an hour and 30 minutes.
Give me a fucking hold on, I'm gonna fucking
Gotta go.
I
Google
am
it real quick.
fucking nope, all of them over 2 hours.
Okay, then what about fucking? What was that film series called? Then
All of them over 2 hours long. My point made, bitch. I do think that trying to run your movie out to an hour and 30 minutes is still there's not like a markability for like a 70-minute movie. I feel like there should be something like a 70-minute movie because most of the time when you have certain scenes planned and then you need to pad it out, you then just pad it out with boring shit, which then just makes me pissed. But if you actually expand the movie and make the runtime feel like it's nice and even, you don't feel it. That's my opinion. You don't if you feel like the runtime of a movie,
So you want to decrease the runtime?
I'm not saying decrease the runtime. I'm just saying is if okay, so I'm using examples here. So when there's certain movies, okay, there are some movies that are marketable for an hour and 30 minutes, which is the standard. A 90-minute movie is standard, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the 2-hour films, and those usually have a lot of stuff to pack out. You get what I'm saying? Then there's the movies that are like an hour and like 45 minutes, okay? But then there's some hour and a half movies that were clearly like they clearly filmed stuff and then they realized that their runtime only like made it to 70 minutes and they're like, "Oh, let's go film 20 minutes of pointless shit to pad out the runtime." You know what I'm saying? So if you have all of your scenes planned and you come to the certain runtime, I feel like you should keep it at that runtime instead of padding it out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's change the topic.
Yep.
Because I can tell you're getting very angry about this.
I don't know, let's talk about something stupid. What's your favorite type of cat?
I don't have a favorite. I don't. There are types of cats.
Yes, there are. There's calico, there's tabbies, there's
Black
tortoise
cats.
shells. What I mean by different
No,
types of
calicos
cat,
are
it's
black
not like
cats.
different types of dog breed. It's just different types of cats are just different like patterns on their fur because a calico cat, their colors and interesting about the thing about calico cats is it's only like a 3% chance that it's a male if you have a calico cat. And calico cats are usually brown, white, and black. Hello?
I don't really have. I don't think I really. I'm not a huge cat fan. Not a very big one.
I'm just giving cat knowledge right now.
So I don't think I would have a favorite type of cat.
I don't know, what's your favorite dog breed, Bam?
Oh, this is a tough question. Huh. I like German Shepherds. German Shepherds are nice dogs, but I also like British or English bulldogs. There's something about those fat fucking faces that I just can't get over.
For like a big dog, it would probably be a husky for me. And then, no, I like corgis.
You should get Alaskan Huskies are fucking ginormous.
Yeah, but I also like corgis.
Corgis are cool.
Yeah, I like corgis.
I do really like German Shepherds, so I think that might be my favorite.
You ever think that, like, libraries are gonna be non-existent eventually?
Oh, hell yeah.
I
Who
feel
the
like
fuck?
they are,
I don't
because, like,
really.
eventually everybody's just gonna use digital stuff to use their phones and stuff,
I mean,
so...
they're already less popular than they used to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just kind of
back
like
during the
how,
night.
like, Blockbuster ran out of business because nobody fucking rented VHS tapes anymore, like...
Yeah,
Probably a 5-year-old these
yeah.
days doesn't
I mean,
even know what a
it's
fucking
like even like
VHS tape is.
I bet they don't even know what a fucking CD is.
Okay, DVD, I believe kids know. CD, yes. There's a difference. A CD is the shit you put in your car to... The disc you put in your car to...
I know. No,
A DVD is the...
the film.
Yes. But no, like, it's like
Or sometimes you have
VHS.
those
The only
custom
reason
covers
why
that
I
you
know
get
about
on.
VHS is because I had a bunch.
I actually still watch. I actually watch VHS.
Oh yeah, I have like a whole collection of them. Like, if you guys watched my movie reviews, they're like right behind me by that giant box TV that's also in the background.
Does that have a VHS player into it?
Yes, that's why I have that. Believe it or not, I
That-
actually have 3 TVs in my room. One, that giant box TV. One doesn't work, and then the other one I use just for playing my PS4.
See, I get asked questions for what the fuck is that by people who are newcomers to my house and everything.
What a
Number one,
VHS tape is.
I get questions about why is my why does this big box have an Indiana Jones symbol on it? I said that is a VHS. Why does
It's like,
this
these are the old days technologies.
and then
I
and then they go and
actually,
look and they
like,
say, "Why do you have a mini VHS?" And I go,
for
"That's a
some
cassette tape."
reason though, I actually, like, prefer the covers of VHS tapes, like, over DVD covers. I don't know why.
They are pretty nice.
Like, I have, like, I have this, like, cassette of Power, like, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, not Blu-rays, VHSs, and, like, I just remember each of these covers sticking out to me.
Yeah, I think it's just that the VHS covers and everything they wear out a lot faster though.
Yeah, and also, like, VHSs are in superior technology because they're also, like, fucking horrible quality.
And they also get all tangled up, and then
Yeah, and then you have to fucking rewind it, then you hear, like, the
and then sometimes you have to take it out and put your
Yeah.
finger in it and roll it back up and then put it back in. VHSs are it's an interesting thing to use, and I have a lot of fun being able to fidget with them and put them in and watch
Yeah.
it all old movie, and the same with cassette tapes and everything. Being
Cassette
able to
tapes. Who the fuck uses those anymore is the real question.
I still have a
People
old
actually, like, vinyl is coming back, like records. That's
hmm
coming back. I can see that though. I can see the appeal of records.
uh, speaking of records, I have two record players. One is able to actually play cassettes, and I have over like 50 cassettes.
Mm.
And my other record player I use for records and shit, and I have over 100 records. Interesting little fact: I have records from uh, the North Korean War that was sent out to American soldiers, and they would listen to the radio. So it was like radio stations
Yeah.
put on vinyl. It's quite interesting to listen to. Like they would talk about the shit going on at home to the soldiers.
And then also, like, I have just a bunch of, like, VHS tapes that are just, like, they have, like, little, like, pieces of tapes on them that, like, reads what we recorded off a TV onto them. Because you could do that with VHS tapes. Is record stuff if you had a VCR.
Well, you would record it with a camcorder, and then you would put the VHS in, and this was like this. It looked like a movie camera nowadays because they were so fucking ginormous.
Well, no, you
They
could
hold it
also,
on your
if you had
shoulder.
if you had a VCR, you could actually record what was being shown on your TV.
So, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. If you had a blank VHS tape, you could do that.
Kind of, I
Th-
like, I li- like the modernization we have in today's world and everything.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to be able to go back and see how things.
Well,
were
no,
back
I
then.
do not like the box TVs. Like, I remember, like, we had this, like, fucking enormous one that's like a flat screen, but it's just, like, fucking so heavy because it was just a giant ass box behind it. Like,
I think box TVs were actually easier to use.
what
Like,
you just have a remote now. What's difficult about that?
yeah, but box TVs had remotes. box TVs had a remote as well, but they didn't have so many buttons and everything to
They
push.
don't.
And plus,
What the? No, my fucking box TV has
or you could
millions
just
of
walk up.
buttons on it compared to my normal TV, which has 4.
See, my box TVs only had about, I think, 4 buttons on: a pause, play, a skip back, skip forward, and a power. And that was it.
Yeah, there's 4 on my TV. There's 4 on the TV downstairs. There's 4 on the TV in the kitchen. There's 4 on the
Yeah,
TV
but
in the other room.
you're not reaching your arm around at the back of it trying to hit buttons
No,
that you don't even
okay,
know what you're
the
doing.
one that I have in my room, bottom of the TV. You can easily touch it.
I have
One,
none of them.
the one in the other room, side of it, you can easily touch it.
I have no TVs like that. Not a single one.
Well, you're a caveman. At least we can all admit that, like, the quality of those box TVs were ass, though.
They
Like,
were
whenever I
ass.
watch VHSs, I'm just like, ugh, this is just garbage.
Here's the thing about everything old. It's nice. They're nice to look at and they're nice to picture and everything.
But
But
they're
they're
just
just
horrible
shit.
in
They
general.
are just shit. If you look at like an old Cadillac, they were slick, fucking cool looking cars, but just god awful to drive.
I don't know, I'm not a car guy.
Like, they're just fucking awful. Like, could you imagine driving a car that you can hear the fucking engine go have no AC, your radio just goes the entire time, you can't turn it off or anything, brakes half the time, and your windshield wipers and the locks on the doors don't work.
Oh man, I love. Oh man. I also like thinking of what I would watch on that TV. It would be like I remember it would be we would watch like what was it? Oh yeah, do you remember Total Drama Island?
Yes, I remember
Welcome
that.
to Total Drama Island. I
That guy,
actually like that show. I
I
hated
didn't.
though, like whenever they would like stupid like barf bits where they would just like have projectile vomit. Like I thought that was just gross. Like I don't get the appeal of that.
I thought the entire TV series was just stupid. It was just
The
stupid. The
first
entire
season
TV
is
series just made
okay.
zero sense to me. Just was just
It
everywhere.
was
It just
supposed to
had
be
like
it was supposed like each season is a parody of a different like reality show. Like because one of the I'm pretty sure the last season was a parody of The Amazing Race.
which is
Like
that fucking Kanye West coming in it.
yeah, and then like the first like season was a parody of Survivor.
I just don't like it. Like
Everybody has everybody has their opinions.
it seems like something that should be like a YouTube channel that does like little animated series rather than a TV
I
show.
like the animation style of that TV show.
I don't like animation styles where it looks like the characters you could cut like a piece of paper and get those characters out. I don't like that kind. I like it where it's nice, smooth. It looks like a fucking human.
Well, you probably
Not where
like CG animation compared to hand drawn animation.
actually the old Mickey Mouse and everything was hand drawn and everything.
He
Actually, that
more
was
looks like a piece of paper than on Donald Trump.
no, it doesn't. He actually doesn't look like a piece of they did him very no. I'm not talking about that. That was the intro to animation when Disney
Did you know that actually Walt
first started.
Disney
But like later
voiced he voiced
before.
Mickey in the first few projects that he was in.
Yep. Walt Disney basically.
I'm pretty sure Disney was also like a huge anti-Semite, so
They were pretty racist.
do you know what an anti-Semite is?
Nope.
I think it's I don't want to say this, but I think it's like hating of Jewish culture.
Oh yeah. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish that he was like
Henry Ford was the exact. Henry Ford actually liked Hitler. So everyone, the inventor of the motor car, liked fucking
Well,
Hitler.
hello there. Somebody said howdy in chat.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Howdy there,
Howdy there, partner. How you doing?
Mr. Clark. But
Yeah,
I
Mr.
definitely do not
Clark.
know.
I'm gonna go shoot some people. It's high
Stop
noon.
it. Stop it now.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Stop it.
sorry.
Stop it.
I hate myself
Dude, stop.
sometimes. I actually
I
hate
hate you
you
too.
more times than I hate myself, but
Don't worry, I feel the exact same way about you. Anyway, moving
literally,
on. Where
yeah.
were we?
Talking about
Henry Ford and
Walt
Walt
Disney
Disney both
being
hating Jews.
anti-Semite and talking about Hitler. Ah,
I I know. I know me. Learn how to fucking spell.
I know you know me from.
I think I do. You from PS4.
Well, welcome to the podcast, anyways.
Yeah.
This is the
Anyway,
Meandering Conversations. Also, one
anyway.
thing that I'd like to point out with the thumbnail is that it's kind of redundant. I fucking edit the thumbnail, and in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail, I put like text that says live, but you can't even fucking see it. Because that's where on YouTube it says live.
Good fucking.
And then you can't even see it on the video version because that's where like it shows you the timestamp of the video.
Why not move it?
I realized that I made this thumbnail like 2 weeks back. I didn't feel like changing it.
It would literally take you like 5 minutes.
I know it would.
Anyway,
I don't give a damn.
anyway, the whole
Continue.
anyway, the whole Walt Disney and Henry Ford hate. I don't get why that was a thing. The whole hating on.
I think like people believed that he was like a Nazi or like gave funds to Hitler. That if you think of a conspiracy of something, it probably is a conspiracy online. Like,
No, like, but it was actually true. A whole bunch of people actually liked Hitler. That was a
well, okay,
Henry
here's the
Ford.
thing. Like, he apparently was actually a pretty smart dude. That doesn't make me a Nazi, but he wrote a book. Like,
A whole okay.
and
Yes,
he also
Hitler
like
was.
saved Germany from debt before going into the war. Like, sure, he was a horrible fucking person, but you still can't
He
say he's smart.
only saved Germany before. Well, no, he didn't. He didn't save Germany from debt. They still went into debt and owed America and Britain a bunch of money. But he saved them from the Great Depression by getting ready for war.
Yeah.
By enlisting soldiers, and then you have to pay those soldiers, and the banks aren't overflooding because now the money has somewhere to go.
Yeah.
And but I don't get why so many famous people in the U.S. actually hated Jews. Like Henry Ford hated Jews. Walt Disney hated Jews. Marilyn Monroe hated Jews.
Well, also apparently,
Why did
Dr.
so many?
Seuss also was a big
Yep,
anti-Semite.
yep. Why did all these famous people hate Jews?
It's the same thing why people hated African Americans or black people.
I mean, like, why? Why though? Like, it's so
I mean,
stupid.
think
Why
about
people
it
would
though.
get
Us
so
Americans didn't get into the war to help. The
worked
only
up
reason why we
over a
got into the
minority.
war is because they bombed Pearl Harbor. That's the only reason we got into the war. Think about it.
I mean, I do think America should have gotten involved a lot earlier into
Yeah. Well, also,
German
like, you
Empire.
think about, like, the Polish and them getting invaded. They're like, oh, we're getting invaded from this side. Let's turn to the Russians to help them. And they're like, oh, no, they're attacking us as well.
I will say it, the only reason Joseph Stalin made a treaty with Hitler, even though communists and fascists are two They're the opposites. They're opposites.
Well,
Communists are
no, the
hardcore.
Stalin's idea of communism was pretty close to fascist.
Well, no, they were both dictatorships, and they both had two different ideas.
Well, here's the thing: communism.
Communism is a hardcore left wing, and fascism is a hardcore right wing. And Stalin hated Hitler. Hitler hated Stalin. But Stalin only made a treaty with Hitler because he knew if he went to war with Hitler, and which he knew Hitler wanted to go to war, that he would lose because Russia didn't really have a military then. They didn't have a military.
Okay, enough about history.
But again, like with this like hating Jews then, and now it's hating. By the way, we don't hate blacks. Not a lot of people are hating on black people. It's
Nobody.
the KKK.
Okay, no, I'm not. We're not diving into this right
That's
now. We
it.
are not diving into this right now.
All it is the KKK, and that's it.
Okay,
Why
okay,
is it
okay,
making such a
okay. Oh,
big
dude,
deal?
dude. Let's not continue with this. I wanna. Let's talk about something stupid. Okay.
This is fucking stupid.
No,
because
no,
people are
yeah, but
fucking stupid.
shubba
If people want to
Shut your fucking
fucking be
mouth.
stupid, fucking let them be stupid. Let's move them. What I say we do, we move everyone to California who's fucking stupid.
Okay,
and
hope you
blow the
guys
fault line.
enjoyed. Like and subscribe down below. I'm ending this right now because I also have to go. I'm sorry.
Blow up the fault line. Put all the fucking idiots in California and blow that fault line up.
Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe down below. I'll try to stay more consistent with this. Check out his channel. It's linked in the description. You could plug whatever you want.
Right down there?
Yeah, right down in your description.
Go check it out.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe down below. Comment what you thought. And tell us what other topics you guys would like to talk about.